Hello and welcome to the classroom. We're wearing our pajamas today because Z is for Z's. Maybe you want to put your pajamas on and join us today. We're going to have so much fun reading a book called Time for Bed, Olaf. We're going to make an Olaf paper craft, and we're going to talk about the 3 states of water. It's going to be a fun time. We're also soon going to do a math game. It's going to be a snowball, an Olaf snowball counting game. So we better get started. Sounds like we've got a lot of work to do. We're going to start our work with our job, our class job. We've got to feed Fred our fish. Well, now that Fred has been taken care of, let's turn around and see what day it is. The month is still December, and we're going to count by going to sleep. Well, let's pretend that we're going to sleep and then wake up and we'll say the number. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that is today, December 8th. Can you say today's date? December 8th. If you want to know the day of the week, just go up to the top. It starts with F, and F says, so what day could it be? It's Friday. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Well, let's look outside and see what our weather's like today. Sunny, cloudy, windy, rainy, snowy. What's your weather like? When I do like this, just shout it out. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? It is out today. It is out today. Well, let's dress Weather Bear. He's gonna wear pajamas too. So Weather Bear is wearing pajamas and I'm wearing pajamas because today's letter of the day is letter Z. Z is for Z's. That means sleeping. I made some sleepy eyes on my letter Z. And there's the mouth. He's snoring. And those are Z's. Usually in a book, when you see Z's, somebody's snoring. So that's how I decorated my Z today. Now let me show you how to write letter Z. And the big Z and the little z are the same. So we'll just do them together today. So make a straight line, then slide down, and then make another line back the other way. So let's see what that looks like on handwriting paper. Straight, slide, and back. Straight, slide, back. Straight, slide, back. Straight, slide, back. Little z is the same, but it's smaller, and it'll be downstairs if you're using handwriting paper. Straight, slide, back. Straight, slide, back. Sometimes students want to make their Z this way, and that does look like a Z, but I think I have a way for you to know which way to begin your letter Z. Just think about making a straight line. Let's just make some straight lines right now. These are just straight lines. When I make straight lines, I go from the left to the right. Left to the right. So just make a straight line. Don't even think about the letter Z yet. Just a straight line. Then slide to the bottom and hey, it looks like number 7. Then you'll know you're on the right track, that you have your Z going the right way. And then just make another line across the bottom. So that's how you make a letter Z. And I know you are doing a great job. So you get a sticker for handwriting time. Well, now it's time to talk about the sound that letter Z makes. Letter Z makes the sound like a bumblebee. Zzz. Can you make that sound? Zzz. Why don't we practice by catching a baby bumblebee? What sound does Z make? Zzz. I got one. Did you get a baby bumblebee? I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. What does Z say? Zzz, 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 zzz. Ow! He stung me. Ow, 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 ow. I'm going to let that baby bumblebee go this time. What does letter Z say? Zzz. Got him. I'm letting go a baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm letting go a baby bumblebee. What does Z say? Zzz, 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 zzz. There he goes. Well, now we know what letter Z sounds like, so we're going to use it for blending. If you're not ready for blending, just focus on the letter Z sound. This will only take us a couple of minutes. Do you remember what the vowels are? Do you want to sing the vowel song with me? A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. Well, let's put letter Z in the front. Let's blend these sounds together, and we might even put a third letter and read a real word. Z says zzz, and A says ah, 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 zzz, ah, za, za. Let's put the letter P at the end. P sounds like popcorn popping. Zap, 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 zap. Let's do the next one. Z-E. Z, eh, ze, ze. Let's do the next one. Z, I, z, z. Let's put a letter P at the end. And let's read this real word. Zip, 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 zip. Like you zip up your coat when you go outside. Now Z-O. Z, ah, za, za. And last, z, z, z. And if you aren't sure what those vowels sound like, down below there's a link for a Vowel People class, and I will tell you the hand motion. We have stick puppets, and I'll help you learn those vowel sounds. Okay, well, that was our letter handwriting, phonics blending, and reading time for today. And now it's time for some fun. For math today, we're going to play a game. Do you like to play games, board games? We're going to play Olaf's snowball game. So I'm going to pick a card, and then you tell me the number on that card. Okay, I picked this card. So what's that number right there? That's 2. So let's count 2 snowballs. 1, 2. Very good. Let's pick another card. What number is this? 7. So let's count 7 snowballs. 1, help me count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice job. What number is this? I picked another card. I picked number 5 this time. Let's count 5 snowballs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to pick another card. What number did I pick? Only 1. Very good. Let's take a look just a moment at the rest of this board. This is called a 10 frame, and if all the spaces are filled, it makes 10. I have one snowball. How many more snowballs would I need to fill up this whole 10 frame? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would need 9 more. 1 plus 9 more would equal 10 snowballs. I picked another card. What number did I pick? 1, 0, that's 10. So let's count the snowballs. 1, 2, you want to help me count? 3, good job. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many empty spaces do you see? I don't see any. 0. We already have 10. 10 plus no more equals 10. 10 plus 0 equals 10. Okay, I picked another card. What card did I pick? Number 8. That's 8. So let's count 8 snowballs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many more snowballs do I need if I want to make 10? 2 more. So 8 plus 2 equals 10. Okay, I picked another card. What number did I pick? That's number 4. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many more snowballs do I need to fill up all the spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 4 plus 6 equals 10. Last one, I picked this number. What number is that? 3. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. How many spaces should I fill if I want to make 10? 7. Did you count 7? Well, you're right. 3 plus 7 equals 10. Well, that was a lot of fun. It's time now for science, and I want to show you my cup of water. Wait a minute. That doesn't look like water. What does that look like? It looks like ice, doesn't it? Well, actually, it is water. Water can come in 3 different forms. Water can be solid, like this ice. Water can be liquid, like this. And water can also be a gas, like the steam coming up from the pot on the stove. So today for science, we're going to talk a little bit more about the 3 forms of water. Now, we've learned about this a little bit, but we're going to learn even more today. So water can be solid, liquid, or gas. Well, how is that possible? How can water be all 3? Well, it has something to do with what the water is made out of. Water is made of molecules. When the water is solid, the molecules are tightly packed and squeezed together. When the water is in its liquid form, the molecules are moving around freely, bumping into each other, la la la. When the water is in its gas form, the molecules are spreading apart and going up, up, and away. So water has 3 forms. Water can be solid, like this ice. Water can be liquid, like the glass of water here. And water can be a gas, like the steam coming out of this pot on the stove. So I have a question for you. What can you see on your screen? It's a snowman. Did you know that a snowman is water? It is. But what I want you to tell me is this in its solid, liquid, or gas form? Think about it just a moment. Let me go back to that first slide for a moment. So remember, water can be solid, standing straight and tall, like an ice cube. Water can be liquid, runny, like the water in your bathtub or pool. And water can be a gas, floating up, up, and away. So now, let's go back and look at that snowman. Do you think that a snowman is water in its solid form, liquid form, or gas form? Solid. A snowman is solid, like this ice. But if the sun comes out and it's hot enough, that snowman will melt and turn back into some water in its liquid form. Well, it is time for us to head to the art table. We're going to make a snowman. It's time for art, and we're making an Olaf snowman. Now, I'm just taking all the pieces, and I'm just going to put them together like a puzzle. So the big snowball goes there, and there's the smaller one. Now he has 3 buttons. Olaf's head goes here, and these 2 snowballs are his feet, and then there are his, I think that's backwards, but there are his arms. Ta-da! We made Olaf, didn't we? And the lesson plan and printables and information for you to get a copy of this are all down below. You can see the link in the description. Well, it's time for story time, and we're going to read Time for Bed, Olaf. Today's story is Time for Bed, Olaf. Knock, knock. Who's there? Elsa asked from behind the door. I'm ready for the sleepover, Olaf answered, running inside. Let's start sleeping. Elsa laughed. Actually, she said, sleepovers are for fun first. The sleeping comes later. Olaf grabbed Anna's hand and led her outside. Can Sven join us? He asked excitedly. Please, pretty please with ice cream on top. Anna patted Sven's nose. Of course he can join us, she said. Let's build the biggest fort ever, Anna suggested, running into the ballroom. Elsa waved her hands and created towers and slides of ice, while Anna and Olaf carefully placed blankets and pillows they had collected from all over the castle. Do you know what it's time for, Olaf? Anna asked. Before Olaf could answer, Elsa shouted, Snowball fight! Olaf, duck! Anna laughed. I don't see any ducks, answered Olaf, just a reindeer. When the snowball fight was over, Anna disappeared into her bedroom. Look what I found, she shouted, showing everyone a jar of Oaken's own night cream. Anna smeared the concoction on Olaf's and Sven's faces. That looks, interesting, she said. How do you feel? Like a slimy sea monster, answered Olaf. While Sven and Olaf were getting their bedtime facials, Elsa was busy making tea with honey for Anna. She knew that snacks are an important part of a sleepover. After tea, it was time for stories by candlelight. No one is a better storyteller than Anna. Even though it was Olaf's 4th time hearing this story, he was still surprised at the end. Since no sleepover is complete without a game of pick-up sticks, that was the next activity for the evening. Olaf was winning until his arm dropped into the pile. Can someone give me a hand? Olaf giggled. Once Olaf had his arm back, he and Anna got busy drawing colorful pictures. Elsa also made some art of her own, ice sculptures. They're all so beautiful, Anna sighed. I never get tired of seeing them. Thanks, Anna, answered her sister. I never get tired of making them. Oh, Anna yawned. Speaking of tired, I'm sleepy. Sven, Olaf, and Anna got cozy among the pillows and blankets in Elsa's room. It was time for their favorite sleepover tradition. Elsa opened a storybook and began to read. Once upon a time, in a forest far, far away, there lived a brave queen who was in search of a ferocious dragon. When Elsa looked up from her book, she found that her audience had already fallen asleep. Good night, Elsa whispered, and sweet dreams. The end. That was a good story. Well, I hope you had some fun today with Z is for Zzzz, and I hope you'll join us on Monday. Until next time, have a great weekend, and we'll see you later.